So, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm gonna be honest with you. Today I am not in the mood to record a video. I had a bit of a rough day and I was like, oh, today it's Thursday and I promised you every Tuesday and Thursday I'm gonna show up and commit to do a YouTube video. And now it's Thursday. And it's, what time do we have? I think it's almost 6:30. And before the sun is going down, I have to record a YouTube video. I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for you. And this is a commitment that I have made and I'm sticking to it. So I will keep this definitely short. And I want to use this as an example, because how many times do you not feel motivated to do something? And I think the best example that we all can relate to is doing a workout and getting it done and dusted. And I can tell you one thing, the times I did not feel motivated, if I had to follow that feeling of not doing my workout, I wouldn't be where I am today. Definitely not. I would say that generally doing my workout and feeling up for it, I would say maybe twice a week where I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good now and I'm looking forward to doing my workout, or maybe 50-50, I don't know really. I really don't pay attention to it anymore, but there are certainly days where I'm absolutely not in the mood, and this is where you have to count on your discipline, right? If you want to achieve something in life or you want to have something, then you can't rely on your motivation or on the way you feel, because it doesn't get you far. And I want to give you some tips today on what you can do when you don't feel motivated. And the first thing you have to do is to get out of your head and do the thing as quickly as you can. This is, for example, why I'm doing my workouts in the morning, because the longer I leave it to the day, the less I feel up for it and the less I'm likely to go. So this is the first thing I can recommend you. Get out of your head and get the thing done that you don't feel like doing as soon as possible in your day. Then the other thing is, for example, how many times did you do a workout and you didn't feel great afterwards? I don't know. Well, every time I'm asking my mom this, she's saying every time she doesn't feel great afterwards, but I think she's an exception. But generally, you always feel good once you've done this exercise, or even something that you don't really like doing. Once it's done, you really feel accomplished, and I want you to remember this feeling. I want you to remember that feeling when next time you don't feel like doing a certain thing, or like cutting up your vegetables, or doing the exercise, or doing whatever you have to do in order to make you feel good. I want you to remember that feeling of how it does make you feel actually afterwards. And most of the times the thing that we are dreading to do will make you feel better afterwards. And the other thing I wanted to say as well, what was it again? Oh yes, so what is really helpful as well is when you create yourself a routine list. So I have mine sticking on my fridge, and it's like a magnetic kind of routine list where I write down all the things that I want to achieve in my day-to-day, and I leave that list as it is, and then I would just add a tick behind it with a pen that I can remove in the evening, and then the next day it's fresh again for the new ticks. And this is a list that is non-negotiable. Of course, I have days where I don't achieve all the items written on that list, but generally I do. And this is how you build a routine. This is how you create a habit. And this is very motivational as well. So this is one big thing as well that has helped me to, or actually that motivates me to do the things that I don't really want to do. And then there was one more thing that I want to add. And this was, what was it again? Oh yes. So when you don't feel like, for example, I had this conversation with one of my clients the other day, and she was saying, what can I do if I'm really not motivated anymore, like after a long day of work, and you just want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix. And I was saying to her, well, of course you can sit down on the couch and watch Netflix, but you can do this later as well. And if you want to collect some more steps and you want to go outside for a walk, and you had this promise, you made this promise to yourself that you do want to achieve a certain amount of steps in your day, then why don't you go straight away after your day of work? You go around the block, listen to a nice podcast or to music or whatever you really like to listen to, and you see your Netflix series as a reward at the end of the day. So, because if you come home and you go straight to the couch and watch your Netflix, you haven't really earned that. And next time you don't feel like doing something, you can think of it in a way where you will tell yourself, okay, I really feel like watching Netflix now, but before I do that, I'm gonna do one more thing that actually makes me feel proud to have achieved by the end of the day, and then you can do whatever you want to do. And this has helped my client tremendously, and maybe this will help you as well. And I will leave it at that, because I am very proud that I have stayed under 10 minutes and brought my points across. And if you generally are struggling with building a routine or staying disciplined, and you oftentimes don't feel motivated and you feel like you are stuck, then you can go also to my website, www.mspire.co.uk, and you can book a free initial consultation to talk with me personally, so we can see how you can achieve your health and fitness goals, how you can stop your cravings or whatever you are struggling with right now. And we can then speak with each other and discuss it in more detail. So this was my second video, and I'm very proud to say it's under 10 minutes. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I will see you next week.